Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be doing an overview of this House of X, Powers of X softcover trade paperback. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I am your host, Brent here with another overview, this time of the House of X, Powers of X trade paperback. I just picked this up today along with the Doomsday Clock issue hardcovers I showcased in a different video. And yeah, I figured let's go through it. I picked it up, why not? Is there anything special to it? Not really. But hey, some of you like to look at it. So this is a regular size trade paperback. This is all 12 issues. The first 6 of House of X and the first 6 of Powers of X. Here's the spine. So it says House of X on the cover. It doesn't say Powers of X. So I guess that's the name of the whole thing. Even though when this originally came out, it was 2 miniseries that intertwined called House of X 1 through 6 and then Powers of X 1 through 6. But it's really 12-issue story. I don't know why they did the split issues and stuff. They all were written by Jonathan Hickman, and they had 2 separate artists. One artist I think did one did the other, and those artists are Pepe Larraz and R.B. Silva. Yeah. And then you had additional colorists and letters and stuff like that in here. But if you're reading the X-Men books now and you don't know what the hell is going on, this is where it's all set up and all kind of explained and sets up the future of what the X-Men universe is going to be. A lot of it having to do with Moira McTaggart and kind of explaining how the X-Men have jumped around with these different status quos. So this is where we got our pages where we have like the title pages or the previous pages with the big white font and the black font here. Jonathan Hickman is a designer, basically, so you will find probably that he designed all these himself. So I believe, I don't think there are covers in here. I think it's just these, chapter pages in here. But you'll flip around. So yeah, here's chapter 1. There's the cover over here in red and black. But you'll find as you skip through here, yeah, there's different, information pages. And they're even continuing these in the modern X-Men series, where they will cut to one of these info pages and, it's not normally double page spreads. I think there's a lot more of them in this collection and setup miniseries than there are ongoing. But every once in a while, you'll flip the page and get a white page with some text. Maybe it's an email to somebody or a journal. It's just some amplifying information that reads better that way than a lot of exposition. So the basic idea here is that suddenly the X-Men are now being resurrected all over the place. Everybody who was dead now no longer is, and how that came to be and how that is possible is all explained in this book. And where the X-Men are going is basically the X-Men live on the island of Krakoa, and that was a living island if you remember your X-Men history. And this is Professor X. He's now back alive with his magical space helmet. Magneto's also on board. They are part of the team now. And Apocalypse is as well. Lots of surprises in here of what's going on. But basically they're on this island, and they've kind of made it known to the world that going forward, they will be a power unto themselves, a nation unto themselves, and any mutant in the world is automatically considered a citizen of Krakoa, their island nation. So they consider any act against a mutant to be an act of, diplomatic war or something like that. You commit a crime against a mutant, you're committing a crime against the nation, and they stand together, united, finally, kind of realizing almost everybody's dreams at once. So here are the original covers, I believe. There's nothing on here to say like this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, but I do remember this being the first cover to House of X. maybe this is alternate. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. There's nothing to tell you exactly what's here. But I do remember some of these actually being the covers. What was weird, though, is that in the back, in the original issues, there was like a reading order, and it wasn't just flipping in between. Sometimes it was like 2 issues of one series and then 1 to another series. It's kind of a mess. Here's all the variant covers back here. Yeah, 4 to a page. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but there are a lot of variants. This is a Marvel comic book after all. Seems like they're all collected by artists. Here's all Scotty Young, all Dustin Weaver, yeah. So yeah, they're all collected by their artist. So that kind of makes sense. Here's some of these weird toy variants they were doing for a while. Jeez, that's a lot of variants. Oh, yeah, the Mark Brooks cover. See, I wish this was kind of more out there, because this was like the promotional poster, this image right here, done by Mark Brooks. You've probably seen it before if you've been following along recently. But there's a couple other covers here. Connecting variants. And then here's some designs, and that's about it. So yeah, it's a standard trade. I think the thing about this that took me by surprise is how expensive this sucker is. This boy is $44.99. It's $45 for 12 issues. Now, normally that is high. If I already knew the story wasn't so good, I would say wait, but I don't think they're going to come down, being that this is the trade paperback. I did see the deluxe hardcover in the store. They did have it, but they wanted, or not they, it's not the store's fault, but that hardcover sells for $60 as a deluxe hardcover for 12 issues. Now, that might be a little bit more pricey than it was, more pricey than I wanted to spend at the time. Maybe I should have jumped for it, but the way my bookshelves are is that I only have really 2 shelves that fit those big oversized hardcovers, and I kind of wanted to fit this in with the rest of the stuff. So, you know, I like standard hardcovers. I like trade paperbacks. This is a nice one. Hopefully this stands the test of time, because it's going to get loaned out and it's going to get read for sure. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this overview of the House of X, Powers of X trade paperback. If you liked it, let me know down below. If you didn't, let me know down below. And we will see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.